Alright, welcome back to another one. So in this one, I'll be showing you how you could play that same thing on, I'll majorly be on key C sharp and key C. So I'll start with key C sharp first, then I'll move to key C. So in this one, I want to really explain how to really use the drop 2. I would advise any video you see on drop 2, just save it because there are different um, things or different how do I put it? Different ways musicians see this drop 2. So in this one, I will be teaching you how to really use the drop 2. It's a beginner, anybody above beginner level also can play this. So what are drop 2s? Where do the idea of drop 2, where do they come from? Because in this one, you really want to know how to use them, how to use them to play your songs. You know, drop 2s are sweet for top music. Somebody's talking in the background, you can just pick a song. I love you forever. Love you forever. I love you forever. Oh, that could be the only thing you're playing. See, just be playing that in the background with some pads and the rest, and sounds so sweet. So where do the drop 2 come from? So in the key of C sharp. Um, Now this is what you want to do. I would say you want to get used to drop 2s from your scale chords or scale tones or your diatonic chords. That's your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. You want to get used to playing these chords in drop 2 versions or patterns. So how do you do that? So step 1, you take your one chord, play inversions of it. See, move it, play root first and second back to root. So you move it down. So if you don't know what inversions are, I have a video on my channel that talks about inversions. Just look for the video, or I remind me to drop you in the description for you. Or if I remember, I'll put you there. So your one chord, you want to play the inversions like this, back and forth. Then you go to your 2 chord also. Okay, this is my 2 chord. Okay, inversion, inversion, back to root. Again, again, back to root. So I repeat the same thing everywhere, 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 everywhere. See, you want to repeat it everywhere. That's for your 2 chord. For your 3 chord, okay, root, first, second, root, first, second, root, first, like this. You see, you want to repeat them. You see, they want to go to your 4th also. So root, first, second, root, first, second, root, first, second. You see, go to your 5 chord, do the same thing. See? I would always say, don't be in too much hurry to learn a particular concept. Because just take your time and learn it. Because if you can learn slow, start slow, the result you will get will be so surprising to you. You too, you wouldn't believe the result you get. So that's for your 5 chord. You could do for your 6 chord, but majority of the time they do it for major chords. And few times they do for minor chords. But let's do it this way. We said our diatonic chords, right? 6 chord. Just move this. Yeah, a boss of mine, his name is Sammy Priest. Uh, I go to him, he teaches me a lot of things too. Yeah, I learned too. So he told me something. He said everything you need to play is actually lying beneath your trials and inversions. But people run away from trials and inversions. They tell you it's too difficult. How do I play that? Yeah, nothing good comes easy, bro. Unless you want to remain in that level of trials. Fine, stay there. Your choice. All right, don't stay there. So now let's move on. We've been able to do all those as an exercise. Do you see what I just did to myself? I could have skipped that thing and just go straight to the main cocoa ball. I'm showing you to be more on the sure side. You can bring it to your left hand too. Okay, my left hand, you're not going to be left behind. Do it. This is my one chord, but we really don't need it for now. So now the next thing you want to do is sorry, I didn't use metronome while I was practicing. So make sure you always use a metronome when you're practicing. I always advise that. Oh, this is 160 beat. Let's stay on 100 beat per minute. So I could do see metronome. People say metronome is boring to practice with. Oh boy, you don't really know the work of your metronome and how it helps you. Metronome wasn't created to dance to. So you might sound like noise, but bro, get used to it. You'll appreciate it later. So excuse me. So after you must have done all this, now let's start the sweet part of it. You want to learn how to put melodies into your drop tools. So that's why I was using the song. Unto Jesus, I surrender to you. Let's say that was the song I wanted to use. So I could do me, so, fa, mi. So me, so, fa, mi. What can I use? Okay. I could use my. Oh, okay. Sorry. Before we add melodies, we haven't learned the drop two itself. Oh, okay. So now the next thing we're going to be doing is now let's play the drop twos of everything we just did. So our one chord was this. The concept behind drop two is simple. Drop the second highest note. This is the first highest note, second highest note, obviously the third note and last note, and yeah, that's the last note. So you drop this middle note here. So this is our drop two for this. You go to the first inversion. This is the drop two. You drop it here. Then you go to that last one. This is the drop two, second highest note. You drop it here. Now then, at the end of the day, I have this. You see, I can even go ahead and put on my metronome. Now do it very slow. Look at it very well. Can even do it more than one octave. Back to the roots. C, 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 C. See, you can do this also. It's going to help also with the metronome. That was 100 beat per minute. You can reduce it to 80. You can't go that fast. So we just did the drop twos for our one chord. Let's go to the two chord. This is, like I said, your drop two is the second highest note. This is the first. When you play any chord, the second highest note. So this is the first highest note. This is the second highest note. You drop it. That's what they call drop two. So you're dropping the F sharp here. So altogether, I have this. So we've already gotten for this first root. Now, first inversion. What is the drop to? Second highest note. Drop it here. Second inversion. What is the drop to? Drop it here. So for two chord, we'll end up having this, 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 back to this. Again, turn it backward. It's really going to take your time, but to give you the result you need, bro. When I start applying it now, you like it. I think okay, let's go. That's for my two chord. Three chord, I don't like playing three chord because the three chord you can also play it as a major chord. So let's keep it, but do it the same way I just. It shows as an assignment for you, bro. So do that number three. I'll show you the first one. Second highest note. Put it there. I'm not showing you the rest. Let's go to four chord. This is your four chord. Second highest note. Put it there. First inversion. Second highest note. Second inversion. Second highest note. Altogether, what do we have? You have this. You have this. This is here. Sorry, again, this, back to this. So simple. Then you go to your saw A flat. Second highest note, put it there. Your left hand. You go to your first inversion. Second highest note, put it here. Second inversion. Second highest note, put it here. Back to this. So altogether you have this. Do you see? That's for your 5. Let's go to our 6. For our 6, where's the 6? What's the 6? Second highest note. Put it there. At times you can use, we can always alternate between the 6 and the 1 chord. See, that's why when you're practicing drop 2, some people will tell you, you know what, focus on the 1 and 4 and 5 chord. Leave the minors alone. You get? But the minors have some qualities you might need also. That's why I'm not leaving them alone. So we drop this here. This is this first inversion. You drop this again. Then this is the second inversion. So altogether we're going to have this. Now, do you understand how everything is going now? Yeah, by now you should understand. So now let's start applying. After you must have taken your time, you practice all these things now. You want to try and add to the song. These classes are not easy classes. They are not things you can just jump on and get the results. Anybody is saying playing drop twos and playing it so nice, they've done the work and you need to do the work. You can't get it by magic. Do you understand? For my members and my students that I monitor, it's a must. And I sent you a class like this, and you give me results. I leave talk. Leave my hands where I was this, I was that, I couldn't. A song that was when a song came to my head. No, that's why I said if you want to join my membership, send me a DM. So I can hold you responsible like this. Okay, so now the next step is we are going to add melodies to the drop twos we just learned. We are going to add melodies to the drop twos we just learned. So after you must have done all those on your own, you now know that okay, these are my 1 drum 2, these are my 4. I didn't do anything special. I was just moving. In my head, let's say I have a 1 chord to the 4 chord, 1 chord to the 5 chord. Like we drop 2, I could do 1 to the 4 chord, 5, 1 chord to the 5 chord. You see? Sounds sweet, right? I was just playing around, trying to do 1 or 2 things with what I have learned. You see, that's what you can do. You can choose a progression. Let me play from the 1, 1, a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 to 5, to 4, back to the 1. You see, before you know, you're already betting movement of your own. So, what we're going to do right now is you're going to add melodies. You're going to add melodies to whatever we've learned. That was the introduction, the video I played at first. So I using the song I Surrender All. So unto Jesus I surrender. So we have me, suffer me. Let's do those 3. So for me, which of these drop 2 had me as the highest note? Let's see. It was this. So this. So what was the drop 2 of this? Is this? Wow, this is beautiful. So okay, I started. So me, saw, then saw again has this. Wow. The next one is fa. when we're playing the minor, the minor had a fa. The major too had this note, which is your F major. It had it. So you choose whichever you want to use, minor or major. And you need to also know the relationship between chords. The 6 and the 1 chord, they are related. The 1 and the 3 chord, they are related. The 4 and the 2 chord, they are related. The 5 and the 7 chord, they are related, but there's the way you voice it determines how the 7 does not necessarily need to be a diminished chord, because in its original form, the 7 is a minor 7 flat 5. The key of C sharp. The 7 is always a minor 7 flat 5. So you decide. I can make it sound like a 5 chord. See? A flat add 2. Voicing. Alright. Let's move on. So I have on to G again. So on to Jesus. I already have that. So I play with it. On to Jesus. Then I surrender. Re, re, mi, re. So re for re I could do. Let me use this now, because you start finding out that you have options because you practice minor and major. A lot of them had the melody of what you want. It's you that will now do the testing and choose what you want. You want your song to just be based on major and add major and minor. If you want majors only, don't apply any of the voicings for the minor drop twos. Use the major drop twos. Do you get? So here I use the minor. So we play on to G. Sorry, on to Jesus. That's the minor chord. That's your minor chord. The drop two of it. Root, first, second. Drop it. Now there's another note, that another chord that has this, which is your 4 chord. See, you see, the drop 2 of that is this. So I could have done on to again, on to G. You see, Jesus. So Jesus, Jesus. You choose, but I prefer to use Jesus. So again, on to Jesus. That happened. So that happened. Re, do. So I got this I was able to voice this with my drop too, because see, the thing is, if you have practiced everything I just gave you, because let's not make the video too long. If you have practiced everything I gave you, when you get to this stage, you will be able to figure out what I am doing. You are not lost when somebody is playing something like, oh, I know those stuff, because you don't feel everybody is trying to intimidate you when you are playing. They want to play something you cannot play. No, you might be in a music band and your music director can play the piano and tells you, Pedro, this is what I want. This thing. Can you give me that? Now, is that intimidation? It is not intimidation. Now it's your boss, your music director telling you, play this. This is what, or this is what goes with the song we are doing today. You are just the keyboardist, the pianist, and you're supposed to follow. So that is not intimidation. So meaning, if you had not learned theories and when you hear what he's playing, you already know he's using. Now, even if he doesn't tell you, he can tell you, I am using drop. Can you put some drop two in that melody for me? Let's hear how it's going to sound like. Put major drop twos. Okay, you know what? Put minor drop twos. I have diminished drop twos too, but let's leave that one. So did you get the idea? So if you have been practicing it, one, 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 go to the two, 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 go to the I think three, go to the three, 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 go to the four, 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 go to the five, 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 five. You see, if you have been practicing it like that, or your one, your two, your three, your diatonic scale tones or your diatonic chords, when you get to this level, you're not going to have issues. I really do not know why I'm overemphasizing on this because I just want you people to get the concept and start playing, guys. How long are you going to be stuck in learning? Start playing. Oh yeah, this is not the same one. Let's move on. So I just use it to play that song. Unto so I surrender. See, this is where you have that your suspended chord. In other tutorials, I will have where I teach you this. I think in my advanced course, as I said, whatever level you are, send me a DM. Let's work together. Let me teach you things that you need to start playing, bro. Okay, so now the chorus. So, so you see how I just used it to design that song. I can go on and on and on. A song like Have You Been to Jesus? So mind you, weekly I'm going to be dropping songs, hymns that has. So now I have a series I'm running, how to play on all 12 keys for beginner. I have another series I'm going to be adding, which is drop two. So every week I'll be dropping you something on drop two that you can be practicing. But this video is the house power of that. If you don't go through this video when I start doing those things on majorly, they're going to be on C, C sharp, F, and F sharp. So watch out. I don't know. I really feel everybody that started playing the piano should have started from C. So that when you start from C and you move to F sharp, and if I want to show you something I show you on C, you should be able to play it on C, then you move it to your key. You get that way we don't waste time in videos where I have to teach you on four keys. Alright, there's no problem. And there are some requests you make that won't be free. I'll have to charge you because you taking extra time. You get okay, so how long do you practice that? Okay, so let's do it on and I played it. Okay, so that is it. That is it. That is how I applied. Another step is adding grace note and slurs to your sound. Things like you see, grace note brings out the beauty in this thing. So I think I have a tutorial on drop twos, and in that Casey has a tutorial on drop twos also where he was doing. That's like the senior brother of this one. Even this one is powerful at times than that one. So he was adding some slurs. So I have another tutorial where I taught you guys how to play slurs and ornaments. I call them ornaments. Grace notes, slurs, fuse, and the rest. It will be in the description. You can go check out the video, and or you can text me for the video. Yeah, chat me up for the video. I'll drop the video for you. Okay, so grace notes. You need to go and learn grace note first before you start adding the grace notes to how you play. I would need to make a tutorial on. Okay, it's a series. I'll do another key. So my last step is Bro, be creative when you're playing. Be creative. There are some ideas already in your head that you can use. As you can see, you're like, how are you playing it fast? I don't even know the melody of those songs, but I can play it fast. The thing is, your brain is thinking as you're moving. Be creative. What can I do? Does that sound like a mistake? Make it sound nice. How do you become creative? It's by applying concepts you know already, things that you have been taught. I already played I surrender, I surrender. I changed the movie. I said I played the 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. This was not part of the deal, but I added it. 3, 6, 2, 5. Do you see? So I brought in other things that I know, other moves. I could even do. Hmm. All right, so that will be end of this one. And when I talk about be creative, come up with melodies, come up with songs, come up with hymns. Hymns are good to go. Go tell it on the mountain. Ah, yeah. Ah. So this is me messing with drop two ideas. So the video is actually a very long one, but I'm very sure you will benefit from it. All right, guys. See you in another one and expect a series on this.